Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at Uolo. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.uolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right after this class.
Hello everyone. So how is everybody doing today? I hope everybody is really excited for today's class, right? Okay. I hope everybody went through the submission process that we explained. Don't worry if you missed it out, you'll find it again at the end of the class and you can have a look again, right? Okay. So what are we going to learn in today's class? In today's class, we are going to learn about northern lights and we are going to paint out a northern light scenery. So what is northern lights? Northern lights is a phenomenon that takes place in mostly the Arctic and the Antarctic regions. Okay. What happens is that the sky has like a sort of a lighted aura. Okay. It's also known as Aurea Borealis. Okay. Aurora Borealis. And what happens is that the sky has weird shades of green and blue that makes it look something different, something abnormal, magical. Okay. So today we are going to paint out that phenomena using watercolors. Yes. Everybody ready? Everybody ready for today's class? All right. So let us quickly go through what are all the materials that we'll need for today's class. Okay. And we'll jump right into the class. Okay. So is everybody able to see my screen? All right. So let us first see what are all the materials that we'll need for today's class. Okay. So firstly, we'll need our watercolor paper, the paper on which we are going to paint. Okay. Better if you just tape it onto a board or something. You will also need a pencil and an eraser for making your painting. Okay. You will need your brushes for the watercolor. You will need your watercolors. Okay. And you will also need a jar of water that you will use for your water medium. Okay, everybody quickly get all of these materials ready so that we can quickly jump into the class. Everybody quickly get them ready. So what are the colors that we are going to use today? So for the sky, we are going to use blue and green. You can use any shade of blue and any shade of green that you want. Okay? Any shade of blue and any shade of green. In case you don't have a green color, what you can do is you can take a little bit of blue, little bit of yellow, and you can mix it up. You'll get a green color. Okay? We'll be using just these two colors for the sky. And it's a very, very easy process. All right? We'll just make multiple coats, one on top of another, and finally we'll top it off with a mountain. Okay, right. So everybody quickly get ready. Okay, we'll start off now. So just see here. So I've taken a nice thick brush, okay, and using that, like all other classes, what we'll do, we'll first moisten or dampen up the paper. Again, I'll repeat for those who have not attended the previous classes, why we moisten or dampen the paper. This is because when we apply the actual color, the color will spread very, very easily. We don't have to apply any extra efforts in spreading the color. All right. So see, nicely I have moistened all of the paper. All right. Everybody first dampen the paper. Then we'll move on to the coloring portion. I have not used any color here. This is just the water. Okay. I've just dipped my thick brush into the water and I've applied it all over the surface of the paper. Everybody quickly get it done. All right. Okay. So what is the next step? Everybody pay attention. Just see what is the next step. We'll continue with the same thick brush. Okay. We'll continue with a thick brush only. So now I'm first taking the green color. You can see here I've taken dark green color. You can take light green or any other green that you have, completely up to you. So first we'll make a, just using our brush, we'll make a mark like this. Just see, we have made a mark like this first on the paper. This is your first stroke. Just make this first stroke, everyone. See, this is from one corner of the paper, one left-hand corner of the paper, top corner to the bottom. Okay, just one stroke like this using the green color. You will see that as soon as you apply the color will start spreading and it will lighten up. Initially, it will not be that dark. So we will just complete all of the initial coats and then we'll apply one more coat on top of it. All right. Just finish this, everybody. All right. Everybody should have completed this by now. Now one more stroke like this we'll apply from the sides. See, I have left a little bit of white portion in between. Okay, I have left a little bit of white portion in between and we have applied our second stroke of green color. Okay, see, I have left some white portion in between. You also need to do that. All right, we are not using any pencil here because this is just pure coloring. Okay, no drawing is required for this. We'll just color it up. So first stroke starting from the corner to the bottom, second stroke also starting from middle of the paper, the top middle of the paper and to the bottom, same position. Everybody quickly complete it. All right. Everybody done with this? Okay. Next stroke. Time for the next stroke. See, now starting from this corner, we'll go downwards like this, same position. No need to use too much color as this is the first coat only. Okay, you will see either ways your paper is wet, so your color will start spreading a little. See the first stroke, how the color has spread out like this from the sides. Okay, so no need to use too much of color. This is just the first coat. Just take a little bit of color and just make a stroke like this. Okay, just how I've made. Everybody quickly get it done. All right, everybody ready now for the next part? Your fourth stroke, starting from the left hand side. See where I have been leaving spaces in between all of these strokes. See, none of these strokes are continuous. There are white spaces, white gaps left in between. So you will also have to leave white spaces like that. Complete the 4 strokes and see how the shape of the strokes are. They start out as wide, nice and thick, and towards the end they become thinner. Okay, so that is how the shape of your stroke should also be. Everybody quickly complete these 4 strokes. Okay, now we'll move on to the next portion. One last small little stroke here. Small little stroke. One small little stroke over here. Those of you who have finished, you can now get ready with your blue color. Okay, any blue is fine. Sky blue, dark blue, cobalt blue, Prussian blue, whatever shade of blue you have, you can use that. Okay. So where we will be applying the blue color, so you can see the white spaces that we have left in between. There we will be applying the blue color. Okay, we'll be applying the blue color in all those white spaces that we have left in between. And the process will be the same, just like we have applied the green color, same process. All right, so let us just see how we are going to be about that. So see, nicely I've loaded up my brush with the Prussian blue color. Okay. See, in between those white spaces, I will fill up with the blue color. Remember, for the blue strokes also, the shape should be the same. All right, the shape should be the same. That is, it should start out as wide and then it should become thin towards the bottom. All right. So like this, using the blue color, we'll fill up all of those white spaces. See? See, towards the bottom, it's becoming thinner. Initially, it will be very thin. The color coating will be very thin. It will be very faint. Don't worry, we'll be applying multiple coats on top of this. Initially, let the color mix a little with the green color. Your paper should be wet so that the color mixes with the green color on the side. Fill up all of the white spaces with blue color. All right. Everybody complete till here first. Everybody fill up all of the white spaces with blue color. Everybody quickly fill up all of those gaps with blue color. Okay. This was your major step of the painting. Now next what we'll do is we'll take the same colors. We'll take green and blue again and we'll just apply one more coat on top of the already painted surface. Okay. We'll just apply one more coat so that they look nice and vibrant. All right. Just finish up to this first, everyone, before we move on. Okay. So for the next step, again, I'm taking green color and I will just darken all of these green portions. Okay, I'm applying the second coat. So this should be very easy. Just keep taking the green color and apply on top of the already green area. See, your green color is darkening little by little. It's a very, very easy painting, but see how beautiful it will turn out in the end. All right. Just keep on taking more green color and keep on applying on the surface that is already green. Keep taking more green color and keep applying on the surface. Don't worry, even after applying the second coat, if your painting is looking a bit faint, don't worry. Once it dries out, it will look very, very nice and proper. This is because watercolor has that property, okay? Once you're painting it, It won't look that attractive, but once it dries out and actually blends in, that is when the real beauty of your painting comes out. And don't worry if there are watermarks, that is supposed to be like that in watercolor. Okay, this is not acrylic painting. In acrylic painting, what happens? It's uniform. But in watercolor, since we are using water, at different places, we'll see the gradation in colors. Okay? Yes. So same thing now we'll repeat with the blue portion also. So we'll just keep on taking lots of blue color and we'll add one more coat on top of the already blue colored portion. So you're not able to make out how dark the painting actually is right now. But when at the end of the class my paper dries out, you'll understand how nice and dark the paper has gotten and how vibrantly the colors have come out. All right? Yes. So just complete the second course portions also, everyone. If anybody has already completed, upon completion, what you can do is just switch on the fan in your room so that it dries out a little bit before we move into the mountains. Okay? Before we move on to the mountains, just let your paper dry a bit because you've used a lot of color, a lot of water in the sky. So we don't want the color of the mountains to spread out and destroy your painting. Okay, so that is why you can turn on a fan or keep your paper in some dry area where there is a bit of sunlight. All right. Everybody take your time and nicely apply your second coats. Okay, for the next portion, we'll be using the black color to make the mountains. Okay, black or brown, any color of your choice, any of the darker colors. Okay, don't use any light color. Best is to use black or brown. If you don't have any of these, you can also use purple, dark blue, okay, dark green even. So everybody just get ready with a thinner brush and your darker color. That is your black or brown or dark purple, dark green, dark blue, any of these colors. We'll just give it some time so that everyone catches up. Okay, so for the next step, we'll be drawing the mountains. If you are not sure about drawing the mountains directly with your brush, remember to use a pencil first and trace the outline of the mountain. Once you've traced the outline of the mountain, you can fill it with the color. All right? Okay, so we'll move on to the mountain now. See, I've taken a pointed brush and see the paper has slowly dried now. So the colors are starting to look a bit more vibrant. All right, so this will be the outline of my mountain. Everybody first finish drawing the outline of the mountain. Those of you who are not very sure about using a brush and directly painting it, First draw the outline of the mountain and later on you can fill it up with the black color. It's very, very simple. You have made mountains like this countless number of times, right? So by now you should be a pro at this. Yes. Okay. Once your mountain is done, nicely load up your brush with the black color and fill up the mountain. Completely fill up the mountain like this. All right, so complete it like this. All right, completely fill up your mountain with the black color. All right, so see, once your paper dries out, you will see that your blue and green colors will become vibrant like this, and you will have the background of the mountain like this. Okay, so this is how it looks in the sky during the aurora borealis, okay, or the northern lights. Yes. So this is a new phenomena that you learned about today. After your class, you can just Google up a bit and you can learn more about it. You'll see the beautiful pictures that come up when you search for northern lights. Okay. And how more can you decorate your painting? You can draw little bits of stars in the sky. Okay. Because this phenomena generally occurs during the night sky. It's more visible. It's more vividly seen during the night sky time. So you can add a little bit of stars in the sky also, that will make your painting look better. All right. And remember to make your submissions for the class. Remember that if you have made the submissions for all of your classes, you are eligible for a certificate. Okay, so don't miss out on any of the submissions. And also if your submission is really, really good, you'll get marked in the top 10 for the class. Okay, that's a great achievement and shouldn't miss out on that after all the effort that you've put in. Okay. All right, so anybody who has missed out on the class submission details, you can see the tutorial after the end of the class, and accordingly you can make your submissions. All right. Okay. So I hope everybody had fun learning something new and making something new in today's class, right? Yes. So I hope to see all of your submissions on time, and we'll meet again for a new class. Okay. All okay. Okay, everybody. Bye-bye. See you again. Take care.
Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at Uolo. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.uolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at Uolo_app. I'm eagerly